To today's YouTube video. Yep, it's another Wixo YouTube video. I like to make multiple videos once a day. So, yeah. And this, as I'm recording it, is basically not going to have the intro and outro because that kind of would interfere with the cinematic cutscenes that I'm starting to have. So there won't be anything like that for it. Anyways, if y'all saw the last episode, in the last episode, the black team just got absolutely destroyed. There was more exploration on the moon. Colonies rebelled away. And the old empire formed again. Yeah, surprising. And if y'all remember why the old empire formed, that would make much more sense. And also, I just want to show that this city is very on the edge, so I'm gonna have to do this. Yeah, very crazy. But now, with all that out of the way, we can get in today's video. So, as we saw in the last episode, there was a huge new hydrogen bomb that was dropped because the old empire was able to make one new hydrogen bomb, and the time was 2000. However, that war took 2 years, so at this time for them it's 2002. Yep, we have officially gotten into the New Year's. And this is 0. Probably won't be changing anytime soon. Hopefully. But I'm gonna color that in with the old empire's color. For no reason, I just want to. Anyways, it's now time for the next event of today's YouTube video. And this is about Ossetia. You see, Ossetia, the areas that are border disputed? Yeah, well, the Lime team has actually declared war on this country. So, they attack. And it seems like they're gonna win the holy yeah, Ossetia isn't messing around. Not at all. However, Russia still existed. They just gave some land over to the old empire. And Russia remembered its glory. And they have a plan to get it back. You see, not only about that, but Finland, out of all countries, has been a victim to that too. So, if y'all know what I mean, I think it's time to show y'all what I mean. Let's just cut out a shape for this alliance. You know what? This alliance will be a squarish circle alliance. So, let's just transfer it all the way up here. And since there isn't really any space for it, I'm just going to put it right there. And now it's time to come. Show this. I am almost there. So, I have gotten to I've basically gotten to the country. Yeah. It's Finland. They're gonna be a part of this alliance. And also, I'm finally gonna remember to switch to layer 1. So, ships come from the, big Atlantic Ocean. That's what I'm calling it. But ships are coming. And it's Russian ships. The Russian ships come. And they do a full-on attack. Now, the alliance that they have with, Ossetia is very secretive. No one knew about this alliance before. So, Finland is going in. How? Finland is shocked with Sweden invading. They don't know why until Ossetia reveals to Finland why. They had a secret alliance all the time. They promised Sweden. They promised Sweden Minecraft 2. So they just straight on went in. Yeah, the Swedish love Minecraft. Okay, that was a joke. However, Norway, seeing this happen, just attacks Sweden. So now it's just a Nordic battle. So, the next country is Finland. Finland takes back their old land and starts getting in. However, that would distract Finland. However, Russia knows that. So right before troops would start aiming on Finnish troops, they would go all the way there. So Russian troops have attacked them, and it's full force. And them seeing that makes them actually fight back. They start to take back land that was once theirs, but it was small. And the pink team doesn't want to get into this war. They want to get a better army. But they do want to get their land back. So, these 3 countries promise them the land. But the only catch is that, they can't protect the pink team, and they have to fight on their own terms because they know that the pink team is still very weak, and they know that they might need some help. So they're doing that smartly. So Russia invades the north, having a lot of success, actually. It's like they're forcing from the north so they can come up and sneak at them. But we'll never know. Anyways, back to the Nordic area. Sweden attacks Norway, cutting them off. And they even start to attack some of Finland. So these three countries right here fight. However, Norway sees a distracted version of them, so they take that to their advantage to start taking northern European lands. So they take it, and a new country has joined the war. Yeah, they want to hook up their land. It's just a battle for land at this point. Like, no one knows who's gonna win. This is the most random war ever. And Germany also starts to attack so they could actually get more land and stand up for themselves. And they get pretty good. But they ask France for some land here, and they say yes as long as they don't take land separating them. So they say yes. And I meant take land that would make them separate. Anyways, Germany takes a good amount of land. So, the next thing that happens in this war is more Russian expansion. Because at this point, they've seen the northern expansion. So they go down to crush all of the rebels. Everything. And they start just doing something that the Germans did in World War II. Just putting troops on the front line. Ordering everyone to go. Yeah, they really are doing it. So at this point, Ossetia lets Russia take some land as long as they don't just kill them. So Russia says okay. And they gain some land in the north. And they also gain, some land in the south. But they do gain land in the north. So, Russia did do some stuff. And they even get Little Russia. Another country. Ossetia is now right there, and that's Russia. So, yeah, we're gonna have to do some stuff real quickly. So, yeah. And also, I forgot to say, but the Finnish also were allowed to gain some land from this. So, the Russians handed over all of this. And now they're good partners at trading and anything else, to be honest. So, back to the absolute brawling. So, Finland is stronger than both of these countries combined. So they just put forces, a lot of forces. And the reason why they weren't doing this earlier is because most soldiers were arriving back from the Russian front line. So, what they do is they get both of them down there. And Finland is looking like they're soon gonna be the only Nordic country ever. However, these three countries beg to stay alive. So, the Swedish give them a chance. What do? What they do is they let them unite, but the Finnish mostly are in charge. So, the color has been created. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab this as the color. I'm gonna put it down right here. I'm gonna let this pick it. And now what I'm gonna do is undo all of that. And it's now time to show y'all the union. So, they decide to name the country Nordica. And as you can see, there's two capital shapes. But aren't countries only supposed to have one? No, countries can have multiple capitals if they want. And this country wanted them. So, this country has 3 capitals. It's kind of like South Africa. Finland's one has all of the power. Well, Sweden's one is... I don't have to be explaining this. I'm just gonna start. Alright. So, Russia said that Ossetia is safe for now. But there is a chance. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to make this country this border. And they will win some and lose some. And this country is Korea. I don't know why I said this country. But they have gotten some nice land for this. So, we have done a pretty nice job at this. Anyways, that will be the end of today's YouTube video. If y'all liked it... Hold up. That's annoying me. Plus, why is it a 9? And why can't I erase it? Wait a minute. What happened? Anyways. Yep. Here. So the official time now, since there wasn't that much war in here, is 2005. Originally it was gonna be 2004. I decided to change that. So, yeah. If y'all liked this, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. My hello, John. Have you done it? Have you rigged the election? Yes, sir. I mean, would you like to be called sir or Mr. Ford? I'd like to be called sir. Okay, sir. Well, yes. We have rigged the election. Hopefully the Chinese people don't notice. If they do notice, their country's leader is, well, we can't have that happening. Yes, we can't not have that happening. Luke? Alright, sir. What is your next orders? Find the black team's leader. I have a suspicious feeling about that. Well, about him. Okay, sir. Well, it's best now that I think about it. Who do you want me to order? Sir? Hey, I am sir, but don't talk to me with that attitude. You? Well, just get the old Empire's leader. I need a special meeting with him. Okay, sir.